Welcome to part 39 of Persona 4. And today we're going to continue doing social links. And, we found cereal. Now, if I was to eat that, I would have went to bed. But instead, seeing as how Dojima's here and he's got a social link, I might as well try to get that social link up. And seeing as how I got a max level of expression, I can actually raise his level from 5 to 6. So on that note, we can at least explore more into Dojima's past. And again, I've already mentioned how much he's been trying to find the killer who ran over his wife in a hit-and-run accident. That piece of evidence he rushed out the house for in the last part just so happened to be the newspaper article he's found. And that's basically for the case. But he's put everything on the line for it. And for the record, his wife's name is Chisato. Why does that sound so familiar? I'll think about it later. But for right now, we just say, then let's go outside. Which probably would have been the best answer, as you saw 3 notes coming from Dojima's head. And the worst part is, Chisato was on her way from picking Nanako from nursery school. That's where the death happened. And she never showed up. And this probably scarred Nanako. Whoever ran over her mother is a complete jerkwad, and this is probably why Dojima is so hell-bent on catching the guy. Spoiler warning, he never does. Again, you just have to ensure if that's what he wants. And it's something that, and that, unfortunately, you had to actually answer one of those. It didn't matter how you answered it.
Thanks.
But, for the most part, at least Dojima was able to get some of the frustration off of his chest, and that's a good thing. Meaning we only got 4 more times to actually rank up Dojima before we are done with his social link. So far, Dojima's at level 6, I think Nanako's at level 5, Yubi's at level 6, Chie's at level 7, Yukiko's at level 4, oh wait, I think 4 or 5, one of the two, Yosuke's at level 5, let's see, Sayoko's at level 2, Aries at level 1, and I is at level 3, and the fellow athletes are at level 5. And the Fox is at level 3 right now, so we still got work to do. We're literally in the halfway point of the game. And we're also now waiting for somebody else to appear on the Midnight Channel. And that's when the plot progresses. However, the camping trip has to come first. Also, we are gathering items for our time into the dungeon. The timid female student that asked for the Angel Cross, she has another request. See if I got the wrist wire from the other student. If that damn blessed balance showed up, I would have been able to finish the quest and would have got another one. So now she's asking for a crooked cross. And that's going to show up in Risei's dungeon. Or Kanji's dungeon, whichever one comes first. Let's see. We might have to go buy some more Persona 2, because guess what? Also, eventually we're going to have to run into Kanji, because after all, Kanji is indeed going to be available in 2 days. So, we will have to actually unlock Kanji, and that will be our next social link goal. And hopefully we max out all the other social links so we can start moving on to different social links. I'm going to have to get rid of Jack Frost because I already have a magician persona. Now it's time to get a stronger magician persona. One that could actually help. Actually, no, not a stronger magician persona. What am I doing? I already have the strongest one. No, I meant to get, like, the strongest Emperor persona. And I think we're going to get King Frost. Because anything higher than that, I mean, that was going to take all of my money. But I'm going to go ahead and get King Frost. And I'm probably going to get Leland too. And that's for Devil. Might as well do that. Seeing as how Sayoko needs to level up. And let's see, where is Emperor? Emperor, right there. Oh, God. Might as well take King Frost. That's probably the cheapest one, as the rest of them is going to take all of my money. And if I try to get another one, I probably won't have enough money. I'm thinking about either getting Makami or Barrett. But I'll worry about that later, when we actually complete the social links. Oh, and by the way, there's something else that needs to be mentioned. When it comes down to the camping trip, you have to make sure you have brought Persona with you. Well, the appropriate Persona type, because actually, after the camping trip, you are going to have to actually do social links, because Yukiko and Chie will be more available after the camping trip. Well, that is until the story events come in. But be prepared for the 17th or the 18th, whichever one that is. Because after the camping trip, you're going to have to at least, like I said, have a priestess or chariot persona that's higher than what you already have. I'm already fine with what I got. Anyway, this homeless student is asking for another item for her desk refurbishing. So that's also going to show up in Risei's dungeon. Alright. There's anything else I need to do? Anything at all? So let's see. We're going to actually talk to Yumi. Now, here's the thing about this. Seeing as how we've already pushed all the way to level 7, and even if we got Yatagarasu, well, we're closing in on level 7. Even if we got Yatagarasu, this is actually a forced event to where you're actually skipping. Oh god, I'm falling asleep. I'll be right back, guys. God, I hate whenever I'm in the midst of doing something and all of a sudden I start conking out. It gets really annoying. But anyway, as I was saying, you're in a forced event where Yumi is not going to be available at school, but also the plot's, well, not the plot, but rather his social link is not going to progress. As I've already stated before, you're not going to easily get to the highest confidant rank, social link rank. Yes, I know the world was released 2 months ago, but so was Persona 4 Golden. But anyway, as I was saying, you're gonna get to the highest social link rank by waiting lots and lots and getting events like this. But this is a forced event, so you'll have to come back and actually rank her up later. Meanwhile, if you were playing as Ayane, that would have been an automatic level 6, level 7, and level 8, all the way till you get to... Oh, actually it's level... Yeah, that's right. Level 7, level 8, level 9, level 10, that's what I meant to say. All the way until you get to the max, but so long as you have level 5 understanding. But now, today, seeing as how I came home, we can now actually work as a part-time tutor, or we could go upstairs to read, or do jobs, or talk to Nanako. Either way, we're going to show off part-time tutoring, because I have not done that yet. So, here's the gist about the, tutoring job. There are going to be certain ranks where, depending on how you answer, you will up your social status. And at the same time, you may end up actually upping the persona rank. But, here's the thing about Shu. He does give between 10,000 and 8,000 yen, sorry. But specifically 10,000 yen. The problem is after you are done with the events. After you're done with the events, any sort of benefits you are getting from this social link will be all but non-existent. Oh, yeah, and I also forgot to mention something very important. Tower, all of their persona needs to be fused. Yeah, I forgot to mention that part. And guess what? We don't get any components of Fusion Tower persona until we actually unlock Rise's dungeon. So, yeah. This guy basically threatened to terminate me if he feels I'm inadequate. You could be nice, or you could be mean. It doesn't matter at the end of the day, because this is how you activate the first rank. And the first rank, you're probably going to say things or do things that may be stupid. But right now, we're going to force him to learn PE, because that's where you're going to get the most stats upgrades, because English will give you one for, I do believe, expression or diligence. I think it's diligence, and math will be knowledge. PE is all three. So on that note, we have actually established a bond with the Tower Arcana. I had to think about it for a second because I'm damn tired. And seeing as how we established a bond, now he is going to ask me more and more to tutor him, but at the same time, every time we come here, one of our stats is going to be up through the roof, which is pretty much better than the Aya challenge. Well, not really, but there's one thing that makes it better than the Aya challenge. You actually don't have to pay too much. Well, actually, no, you do have to pay a lot of money, but you don't have to pay too much money on anything menial. However, here's the thing. It's just like every other nighttime social link, and that is, it actually isn't available after events or dungeons. And I showed the card. All you had to do was pause it for me, and you'll probably see what the card is about. But I do believe there is a level 4 expression for Naoki's. No, not Naoki, I meant Shu Narakami. I mean, god damn it, I can't actually pronounce his name. I feel so embarrassed. And now we're also in a classroom. And this classroom assignment, Yukiko's trying to find out what a hammy actor means. We just need to add from the play Hamlet. Anything else would just be goddamn stupid. Even I know that. And that's the thing. Hamlet has a tradition of being poorly acted. By the way, Yukiko probably got embarrassed in front of the class. And, by the way, the most popular role that is always sought after in Hamlet was, well, Hamlet himself. As for instance, the guy is just lamenting the death of Horatio. But whatever the case, I just got expression for that. And before we even go anywhere, Morioka is actually forcing us to actually go straight to the student council, if I'm not mistaken, or the health club, or whatever the hell it's called. Ugh. Oh god, not again. God damn it. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to yawn on screen, but I was tired after working 45 hours of week thus far, which is why I was getting a hiatus. So on that note, we are going to start Naoki's chain of events before we get his social link by actually accepting to do whatever it is Morioka wants us to do, which is probably joining the nursing committee, I do believe. I forgot what this was. I completely forgot about Naoki, because I did know that you were supposed to show up here, but I didn't think it'd be this early. So on that note, the entire club basically was waiting for this sick member to come in to do some work, and he didn't do it. Well, the member in question isn't sick. Rather, the member in question is Naoki. Now, for those of you who probably don't know who Naoki is, that's Saki's brother. Remember, back in part 4, Saki ended up being killed. So I think you can understand why everyone's going to be treating him, well, with niceties and try to treat him with respect, because he just got over a tragedy of losing somebody. So, this guy, Kitao from Santo Pharmaceuticals, remember that. And also remember the message. Your school placed an order for gauze, but they'll need 2 weeks. And then the cops pass by. Can't I have some peace for one moment? First of all, the guy is Kitao from Santo Inc. And secondly, say that it'll be... No. Can it come in 2 months? That's what I meant to say. Sorry about that. That's what you're supposed to tell them. I thought it said 2 weeks. It's 2 months. God, see how tired I am? I apologize for that. But at least you relayed the message immediately. And also relayed the message correct. So you gain a boost in knowledge. You needed to do that anyway. And also a boost in expression. which if your expression is somewhere between level 3 or 4, that probably would have raised it a little bit and hopefully got you Naoki right on his third encounter. And everybody's literally showing pity for the guy and talking about the guy, and he's not even in the room. Well, until now, that is. And I'm not gonna lie, he looks like an elf. Plain and simple, the dude looks like an elf. But the guy's actually an easygoing guy once you get to know him. He's probably tired of people treating him or coddling him because of the fact that his sister died and ended up on the news. Yeah, people wants to move on for that way. I mean, here's the thing, people want to move on. And that's probably why he gets angry at a lot of people whenever they bring up his sister's death. So on that note, Naoki hates not only me, but Yosuke. You just have to demand him to help to clean. And then, say you could go home after you help. And because of the fact you treated him like an individual, yeah, those are the two things you need to tell him. It doesn't really matter how you actually... Well, actually, no, it does matter, because those two options will have it early... will have it open for you to come back and talk to him later on, because he will be on the first floor of the school, and he'll be available probably in a couple of days. For right now, I need to go on ahead and start cooking. Oh, and my Inaba Trout combo came in. Fantastic. So on that note, we're going to make these lunches for tomorrow. And for the record, folks, the prize sticker that I got will be actually used for the fox. Just thought I'd point that out. Anyway, let the curry simmer. That's what you need to do. And that will make spicy curry, and if you've actually made it good, you'll have 3 bait less leftovers, meaning that's more bait for you to use for the fishing for rank 9 of the fox. So, you want to give this lunch to Yukiko or Yosuke, depending on who's the lowest at this point in your school. I should have given it to Yosuke, but Yukiko works just fine. Because I want to raise her level 2, and probably after the camping trip, I'm going to focus on Yosuke. So on that note, well, I would focus on Yosuke, but here's the problem. I forgot that the story events actually will happen after the camping trip.
Wow, this is good.
And Yukiko actually learned from the master that, well, you can actually cook. Her, on the other hand, well, let's just say she regressed after her social link. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop it here. Next week, we'll probably talk to Kenichi. We'll have Kanji's storyline unlocked, and then we'll be getting ready for the camping trip. All in that order. See you guys next time on Persona 4.